Modern Woman Hacks. Keep watching as we go over practical tips to end this modern woman cycle. Bonjour, welcome to Clinique Molière, where we increase awareness and we improve the quality of living. I'm Rachel. I'm a family nurse practitioner. I'm also a certified nurse midwife, and on this channel, we talk about mindful living, self-development, and women's and maternal child health. Let's get to it. Okay, so if you haven't heard of Kevin Samuels, I've been posting his channel in the description box below. Check him out. I mean, his channel and content is somewhat controversial because the delivery isn't always sweet, but the message is clear. So check it out. Let me know what you guys think about it. This video is going to be a modern woman hack, okay, because I can speak directly from my experience to give tips on what has helped me in the dating world. I would consider him a change agent. He's definitely going against the grain to increase awareness. So if you can look past the delivery, then you can get a lot of great benefit from his content. So I say this humbly, but I wanted to discuss the credibility of me discussing this topic. So I'm considered high value, and then I'm married to a high value man. So I consider myself credible to discuss this topic, and I have literally dated in the past, okay, serial dated, okay, and we'll do another video to talk about my dating in the past and some of my tips, but I've dated doctors, you name it, entrepreneurs, lawyers, high value men, and so I want to give my practical tips on what has helped me to bag a high value man. Number one, self-love. And if you watch my other videos, then you'll note that on this channel with mindful living and that self-development part is going to be loving yourself first. Okay, so loving yourself increases your worthiness, increases your dating habits, your physical habits, how you self-care. So many different things with this, but definitely I think raising your value would be loving yourself first and foremost. So you're going to take better self-care, again, of your physical health. So you're going to engage in healthier eating habits, going to increase your physical activity. So you want to be the best version of yourself, and that self-love is indicative of taking care of the temple that you're in. So I think that's going to be key, and we start with that because I think it's most important because it drives your other behaviors. So self-love is going to be key here. Self-love is going to include spiritual practice. Again, remember that mind, body, spirit connection. So emotional health, that mental health. So with that, you want to heal from your past relationships, right? Because there's no way you're attracting a healthy, high-value man, okay, if you're not a healthy yourself, okay? So mentally, emotionally, you want to heal, move forward with love. So you want to heal from the past. There's a couple ways you could do that, and that is resurfacing the emotions. How did it feel? Whoever hurt you, who did you hurt? Okay, right, any past traumas, so you want to surface it and see how it felt, get in the moment of it and get in the feeling of it. And then you want to move forward with love, or I choose to believe, or I choose to move forward. I choose a new thought, right? I choose a new feeling. So that's an easy way to do the self-healing of the past traumas. Also counseling and therapy, okay? It's underutilized, and so if you have some past hurt, past traumas from your past relationships, you definitely don't want to carry that on to a new relationship, especially not with a high-value man. So getting the help to heal from past wounds is going to be key. Number two, your mindset. Okay, so you're gonna have to increase your worthiness, and it starts with your mindset. Okay, so if you can increase how worthy you feel, again, back to self-love, then you change your habits with relationships, you change what you're attracting because you're radiating a different level of, essence. So you are radiating love, radiating a healthy relationship because it comes from within, right? Remember in other videos we talk about how you attract what you are, not what you want. Okay, so you have to literally become who you want to attract. So that includes being a healthy version of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so increasing that worthiness. That worthiness comes from so many different factors, but again, being the best version of yourself. Okay, so that's your positive body image, and have another video that talks about positive body image and how that really influences your self-love and all. It's just, again, chooses and drives your behavior. Again, you see how everything's connected. So that's going to be key. A few methods to increase your self-worthiness or self-love, again, watch my other videos, but you can do affirmations, you can journal in the morning, you can affirm, I am worthy of sharing my love, I'm worthy of receiving love, I'm radiating love. So many different things you can do. You can meditate, pray. Definitely want to increase your worthiness, especially if you've come from a background where you weren't told enough that you were worthy of love or worthy of receiving love. My other video, we talk about that self-love check, okay, to see how full is your self-love tank based on your experiences. I know, how cool is that to assess what's coming from within based on your outer experiences, because we're all connected. So that's a good way to see based on your relationships or your experiences when you go out, to the store, you name it, who are you attracting? And so that gives you an idea of how much you love yourself or how full is your self-love tank. Number 3, family planning. So this is a big one, and we may do a different video on birth control and contraception alone. I think it's a big topic. It needs to be discussed. It needs the respect of a whole video. So let me know, post a comment below if you think we should discuss contraception. But birth control is going to be another big one when we're talking about attracting a high-valued man or that relationship that you seek, okay? And kind of breaking that modern woman, that cycle. It's a hack, okay? So we're hacking that modern woman cycle. And along with that is taking back control. Birth control is also going to be a great form of women's empowerment as well. So you get to decide when you want to conceive and when you want to actually be a mother to a father that's worthy or someone that's worthy. And so and the time, if it's right for you or not. So I think birth control is going to be such a big one to increasing your value. Also, when it comes to birth control and family planning, consider that children are longer term, right? So most of us are afraid of marriage, or we don't, again, and later on we're going to talk about setting dating goals, but most of us are concerned about marriage versus more so than having children for a partner that wasn't compatible. So children are more long-term. So even if you got married first to see how that relationship felt, or moving in with marriage and that commitment, is still shorter term than having children and procreating with someone you're not compatible with. So birth control is going to be key to breaking the modern woman cycle. And there's so many stigmas on birth control, weight gain, some of us, hormonal, mood changes, you name it. And some of that is true, but it just depends on which birth control you pick. So you want to individualize birth control for yourself. And I have been taking birth control for years, and I'm doing just fine. Number 4, setting dating goals. Okay, so I am absolutely guilty of, in my 20s, just dating for fun only and not setting goals and not deciding that I wanted to be a wife or deciding that I'm going to be a mom or affirming those things. So I would highly recommend setting dating goals. Okay, and also guilty of pushing and powering through years and years of academia and not planning the love relationship aspect of life, right? We're not one aspect of self. We are so many different aspects. So we can't isolate education and not consider your relationships, your love relationships, or how do you want to spend the rest of your life. And if that is, alone, or if that's without children, that's fine. But at least set that goal, at least set that intention. But if your goal is to be a wife, your goal is to be a mother, you want to have that on your goals list. So setting dating goals is going to be key. Setting goals also helps you to have your cake and eat it too. So you, again, as you're getting through that education or getting through that master's degree, you at least are still also looking at the love relationships and aspects. You can do it all. You can have your cake and eat it too. Setting goals also gives you that standard of what you're looking for as well. So realistic, measurable goals with standard of the partner you're looking for. I like to make a list of the characteristics and the traits of what you're looking for and putting that out, okay? And definitely just writing out the characteristics. How do you want to feel? So get in the feeling of it. Get very emotional about it. How does love feel? What does it look like? And then you want to set it and forget it. So I call it setting it and forgetting it. So making that list of characteristics, making that list and forgetting about it, okay? And then just having a good time, having fun moving along with your goals in mind, but enjoying the moment as you go. Most of us don't get anything out of dating, again, because we don't set dating goals. So you'll find yourself 10 years later still dating without marriage or without children because you didn't decide, okay? It sounds really nice, but did you decide that's what you wanted? So that's what those goals are going to do for you. Also, in the meantime, while you're having fun and enjoying yourself, getting through life, right, living your best life, because it happens when you least expect it, doesn't it? So you set those goals, you set the characteristics, and then you go out and you have a good time and have fun with it, okay? So I remember dating, and I remember finding dating to be so much fun. So even if it was a new date to a location with nature, or maybe I'm learning a new topic or a new hobby or skill, I always found, even if it was a terrible date and I was incompatible, I always thought of one thing that I learned, one thing that I could enjoy, even if it's just being with nature. So that's how you always end up saying, I really enjoy that date, or I enjoy that date. So that's the best way to be the most fun and free-spirited about it, because there's always going to be at least one thing about a date that you can enjoy. Gratitude is going to be key when it comes to the art of allowing this perfect person that you listed to flow into your experience. So grateful for nature, grateful every day that you wake up, grateful for perfect health, grateful for anything and everything, all of your surroundings, grateful in advance, because guess what? If you're happy and grateful, then you are already thinking in advance for this perfect person that's coming into your experience, right? Perfect for you, at least. So that's going to be key. A lot of us, get really like angry or bitter when our friend is getting married or having that love relationship and they're bringing children into the world. If your hope is to have children, or if your hope is to get married, gratitude reminds you that you're not bitter or mad about anything, mostly nothing at all. So your days are easier, you're happier for your friends, in turn you get more to be happy about. So it's a beautiful cycle. And so gratitude is going to be key. It keeps you grounded, it reminds you of your goals, and allows it to flow into your experience much faster. To recap and to end the modern woman cycle, okay, and hack the modern woman, we're going to remember self-love, okay? So self-love is going to drive your other behaviors. That includes being a healthier version of yourself, physically, emotionally, spiritually. We talked about healing from the past, where there's counseling, therapy, physical activity, so getting into the best shape possible, whatever that means for you, okay? Feeling healthy, being healthy, right? Also that mindset, so changing your mindset of worthiness, okay? And that is all tied to how you feel about yourself, so that positive body image and, again, self-love, it's all connected. So that mindset of worthiness, that way you can attract what you believe you're worthy of, okay? And doing that self-love check to see how much you really love yourself based on your experiences. Also, birth control and family planning. So you're taking your power back by deciding when you're going to have children. It increases your value and it's more meaningful, okay? So decide what is the best period for you to have children. So having that birth control, definitely taking your power back, is going to be key to breaking the cycle. Setting dating goals, okay? So not just powering through years and years of education without setting goals, okay? I was guilty of having too much fun and partying and not having goals, dating goals. So set those dating goals and watch them come to life. So the power of planning, set those goals so that you don't miss out on a great opportunity as you're moving along with your career. And lastly, have fun, okay? That means you'll be your happiest, fun, flirty personality around the clock, okay? That is going to be key to attracting a high-value man, having fun around the clock, and just having fun with yourself. So everything's enjoyable. Nature is enjoyable. What you do, so your work is enjoyable. You're passionate about what you do, even if that's, you name it. I don't care what you do. You're passionate about it. So definitely having fun. And when you least expect it, that high-value man will show into your experience. That does it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was short and sweet. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment below what you think about this modern woman and some of the hacks that I listed below. Let me know what you think about that, and if there's anything that you think you'd be able to use. Comment, subscribe, and like, and I'll see you on the next video. Merci.